Welcome to the Way to Build Wealth. I'm Ethan Bloch, and I'm teaching you how to build some wealth. Welcome to the show, the internet's only video show. I think, if not, send me an email and we'll go back and edit that out of my videos. Internet's only video show on finance. It's Monday, Thanksgiving is over. I'm all kinds of full. I don't have any leftovers because I had to fly. You can't do that on the plane, I hear. And I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Crazy Thursday, right? 3 football games? What are they thinking? That's insane. Insane. Let's get right into the show. You see this book here, and I've had this book on the show, I don't know, 6 times now. No, I think it's more like 3. And I haven't reviewed it yet. So I'm like, it's probably about time we just review this book and get this out of the way. Stocks for the Long Run. Let's do a zoom in on this, actually. Written by Jeremy Siegel, who's a finance professor at the business school at UPenn, University of Pennsylvania, Wharton. And it is, so the book is written, you know, he's a professor, so the book is written sort of like a textbook, but not so textbooky where you can't get through it. There's tons of graphs, tons of just analysis, which is good, because he's proving the point that stocks are the best investment for the long run, and he does a really good job explaining it. I think I read this book originally about 1.5 years ago when I was actually studying finance at the University of Florida, and I went into it kind of skeptical because I was already into stocks, and after finishing it, I was only more convinced that stocks really are. I mean, the empirical proof in this book is unbelievable, how much data he drives into. This is only the 3rd edition, so the updated edition I think just came out, which means all of his graphs will actually come up, I think, to 2006 and 2007, where in this book they only come up to 2002, so it incorporates a bit more data. I'm sure his conclusion hasn't changed in 5 years, but still, if you have any doubt in your mind, after watching The Way to Build Wealth to this many episodes, it's not that many, I think we're on like 17, get this book if you don't think stocks are good investments and read it. It's somewhat cumbersome to get through, but once you get through it, you will have no doubt in your mind, and that's what we want to do. We want to cleanse that doubt. And if you already know stocks are great, more power to you. That's awesome, and I hope you've already started investing, taking the advice of our previous episodes. That's it, I think, for stocks for the long run. Pretty straightforward. I didn't want to get too much into the book because I think I covered enough high-level detail. I don't want to get too technical. It's really, again, cool. Okay, I guess I will get one thing into the book. One thing. There's a really great graph. I don't know. I'm not going to flip through it. But it shows you kind of, depending what age you're at right now, how much time you hypothetically have to invest. And that should be enough proof to you that that amount of time is the long run. And over this amount of time, stocks are profitable. The downside with stocks is if you're going to hold them for short periods of time, they're extremely risky due to the volatility. But over the long run, stocks are up and to the right. And you might be saying to me, Ethan, right now, if you looked at the stock markets, everything's going to hell. We're in like a Great Depression part deuce. Yeah, today. And if I showed you the graph in this book that showed the stock market over the past 200 years, the Great Depression is just a little blip down. Now, don't get me wrong, that little blip came with a lot of pain, a lot of tragedy, epic proportion tragedy. Right now, in this day, we're in a big freaking problem. But 30, 40 years from now, and you look at the graph, it's going to be just a little blip. Stocks for the long run. I'm Ethan Bloch, and I'm teaching you how to build some wealth.